The joints of the upper limb. Joints are simply the meeting points of bones, and in the upper limb, it spans from the pectoral girdle down to the phalanges. Let's go just right into it. On the pectoral girdle, there are two major joints, which includes the sternoclavicular joint, the acromioclavicular joint, and one additional joint, which is the glenohumeral joint, forming the joints of the shoulder. The sternoclavicular joint. The sternoclavicular joint is a saddle type of joint, and it forms the only articulation between the upper limb and the thorax. That is, it is the only thing that is connecting the upper limb to the thorax or the exoskeleton. It is formed by two bones. Number one, the manubrium sterni. Two, the medial end of the clavicle. Inside this sternoclavicular joint, we have a structure that is sitting in between the two bones inside the joint, and the structure is known as the articular disc. It is a cartilaginous structure, and it serves as shock absorber. And what does this shock absorber means? It simply means that whichever weight you are carrying with your hand, all the weights are transmitted from your hand to your forearm, to your brachium, to your shoulder, to the clavicle, then to the sternum. So it is absorbing the shock, it's absorbing the weight. It's absorbing the weight, the heavy weight from your hand down to the clavicle, particularly when you are lifting the load above your head. Before we end this brief presentation, please take note of this. There is no joint without a ligament. Therefore, the sternoclavicular joints are held firmly together by a set of ligaments. And what are ligaments? Ligaments are tough structures that are connecting two bones together so as to prevent dislocation. Now, what are the ligaments of the sternoclavicular joint? One, we have the ligament that is placed anteriorly, and it is called anterior sternoclavicular ligament. It is holding the sternoclavicular joint in front. It is staying in the front of the joint, holding it firmly. Two, we have posterior ligament, which is the posterior sternoclavicular ligament. It is positioned at the back of the joint, holding it firmly from behind. We have the superior ligament, that is the ligament situated on the top of the joint, and it is called the interclavicular ligament, crossing in between the right and left joint, that is the right and left sternoclavicular joint. So it is spanning in between them, holding them together. That is why it is called interclavicular ligament. Then we have the inferior ligament, which is known as the costoclavicular ligament, and this is connecting the clavicle to the costal cartilage of the first rib. Now, in the next video, we shall talk about the second joint in the upper limb, which is the acromioclavicular joint.